done with about 6 police officers. Since the time that we've been here, we've noticed that 3 other vehicles have approached the house. They're parked outside. We tried to find out what exactly prompted their visit to the residence, but at this point they are tight-lipped.
Even for those who try to bring me down and do personal harm to my reputation. The weaponization of accusations of corruption is nothing new in politics.
CVM News at 7. We now go live to Andre Jebinson, who is on location outside the Prime Minister's residence, where he says the security presence is increasing. Andre.
Hi, Stephen. So we got here about 15 minutes ago. When we got here, there were about 3 police vehicles, 2 pickups and a sedan with about 6 police officers. Since the time that we've been here, we've noticed that 3 other vehicles have approached the house. They're parked outside. We tried to find out what exactly prompted their visit to the residence, but at this point they are tight-lipped. In fact, they have sent us to the communications arm of the constabulary force for information. We tried to get if there was an emergency at the residence or in the area which prompted their visit. They would not say that. We tried to find out if it was motivated by another topic which is obviously in the media, the IT report, or anything related to that. We would not get any response from them. We also tried to get whether the Prime Minister was at the residence or elsewhere. We couldn't get any answers to that either. But we have noticed about 12 police officers in all the vehicles that are parked outside the residence. And we will, of course, continue to monitor the situation here. And if anything develops, then we will be sure to share that with you. We also noticed that a JDF vehicle passed, but they didn't stay long. They left shortly after they arrived. So, I mean, the area is still, there's nothing actively taking place at the residence except for the police presence outside at this point.
You know, I understand that the PNP, out of desperation, wants to see the back of the most impactful and, dare I say, positively consequential Prime Minister that Jamaica has seen in recent times. This is a Prime Minister who has skillfully led our country through multiple crises and have not been implicated in unbecoming or any unlawful conduct. I also expect some PNP-affiliated groups, which position themselves as civil society, to shortly echo the same call of the PNP. However, I believe this position taken by the PNP is baseless and without merit. It is important to also note that unlike some individuals in the PNP, the Prime Minister does not hide his assets in trust funds. The Integrity Commission report, which extensively examined the financial affairs of the Prime Minister, does not involve public funds, pales in comparison to the Office of the Contractor General investigation into the alleged Daring Bunting and Golden Sweetheart deal. The investigation found that Peter Bunting and Mark Golden's company arrived at a deal with the then PNP administration, and this involved public funds, which was conducted via an irregular and highly improper process. The fact of the matter is, due to the findings of the OCG probe, which is on the record of the Parliament, it is Peter Bunting and Mark Golden who should immediately step down.
Now, after the report was tabled in the House, the Prime Minister was given the opportunity to make a personal statement. Now, Dr. Holness welcomed the fact that the report was tabled 2 years after the investigation began. He said he would be seeking legal advice on the report and the recommendations. He also said that he worked hard for what he had and made it clear that the interrogation of his personal affairs is not in any way connected to public funds.
I've always sought to discharge my duties with respect and dignity.
Yes, that's true.
Even for those who try to bring me down and do personal harm to my reputation.
Yes.
The weaponization of accusations of corruption is nothing new in politics. However, even the most skeptical onlooker must conclude that the handling of this matter, the time it has taken, the public resources used to pursue it, raise cause for concern on many levels. While I will not pursue the view that this was politicized, I believe it is commonly agreed that the law governing the Integrity Commission is in urgent need of revision. The current context of its operations does weaken its credibility, and we must do everything to ensure that the appropriate laws are in place to prevent the politicization of the Commission and to support the Commission in its work.
In this video, we take a look at why there is heavy security presence in the residence of the Prime Minister of Jamaica. So the Prime Minister's residence in Beverly Hills is marked by high security presence. The number of police vehicles that are parked around the residence of the Prime Minister of Jamaica, that is Andrew Holness. So in this video, we'll take a look at why there is high security presence in his residence. I'll come back here and talk more about it. If you haven't yet liked this video, kindly like the video and also subscribe to the channel. Let's watch the videos together.
The Integrity Commission is insisting that it cannot certify the Prime Minister's assets, liabilities and income unless the Financial Investigations Division (FID) examines the matter. The FID is basically responsible for probing financial crimes.
Now, the Integrity Commission is seemingly concerned about the movement of millions of dollars among three companies associated with Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness. Andrea Chisholm has been reading the report and now joins us live. Andrea?
Well, Janella, the update comes as the long-awaited Integrity Commission report on the Prime Minister's statutory declarations was tabled Tuesday in the House of Representatives. Now, we must point out that the report is 171 pages, so we're still going through the details. Plus, there's a special report as well as an addendum and other details. Now, the report showed that the Integrity Commission was mainly focused on three companies associated with the Prime Minister. The three companies that form part of the Integrity Commission's probe are Estate Bridge Development Company Limited, Imperium Investments Holdings Limited, and Positive Media Solutions Limited. All three are linked to Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness. Due to the complexity of the matter, the Integrity Commission hired an independent forensic examiner to assess the financial transactions between the three companies and determine the true value of the investments. The authorities looked at bank statements involving the three companies. Those bank accounts were held at three financial institutions: the National Commercial Bank (NCB), NCB Capital Markets, and Barita. Now, intercompany deposits among the three companies linked to the Prime Minister totaled roughly $473.2 million. Intercompany withdrawals amounted to roughly $427.2 million. That's for the period 2020 to June 2023. The Integrity Commission said records submitted for Imperium and the explanations from Dr. Holness do not fully account for the transactions. In addition, financial statements and other documentation from Imperium do not account for the movement of over $72 million from Positive Media to Imperium. Likewise, the management accounts of Positive Media and other documentation submitted to the Commission do not account for the amounts advanced to Imperium. Now, there's also an interesting development with the tax authorities. Tax Administration Jamaica indicated that Imperium filed a nil tax return for 2021 and 2022, meaning the business did not declare any income or expenses on the form. However, Imperium earned over $5.1 million in 2021 and over $6.5 million in 2022 in dividend, exchange gains, interest, and other income.
Expenses for Imperium in 2021 were roughly $9.8 million and for 2022 roughly $9.5 million. Estate Bridge also filed a nil tax return for 2021. However, interest income was over $1 million. The Integrity Commission is therefore urging Parliament to support the matter being referred to the Financial Investigations Division (FID). The Commission says there can be no finality in the matter until the FID has completed its work.
Now, after the report was tabled in the House, the Prime Minister was given the opportunity to make a personal statement. Now, Dr. Holness welcomed the fact that the report was tabled 2 years after the investigation began. He said he would be seeking legal advice on the report and the recommendations. He also said that he worked hard for what he had and made it clear that the interrogation of his personal affairs is not in any way connected to public funds.
Man a plan and gotta wipe out. Mark Golding has been going around the country for months. Him and the anti-Jamaica diaspora gang. I go around the country, I go around the world, talking about the Prime Minister don't declare, don't certify him statutory declaration. 3 years. No certification. Illicit 6. We want to know who them. Andrew Holness, you know who them. You know who them, Andrew Holness. Tell the people. We want to know who them. Tell the people. No. The PMP conference is Sunday. Where Mark Golding I got to talk about? Remember saying, I want to watch him carefully on the conference. Watch the PMP on the conference, you know. Because remember, they can't go talk about Andrew Holness statutory declaration again. Well, you know, they're not ashamed, they might still do it. Then can't talk about no illicit 8 again. Because remember, say, the observer say, 5 PMP under investigation. You see? So, what am I going to talk about now? He can't talk about the economy, because the economy is doing well under this government compared to the rest of the world. This is the fastest growing economy. See? So what am I going to talk about? The only thing I'm going to do is tell a bag of lie. But look out for it. Look out for the lie them. Because they were banking on the integrity report. If you got drag Andrew Holness and illicit 8. And the Integrity Commission, I don't know if it was deliberate, but fling a spoke in a them wheel. Maybe this was not designed to exonerate Andrew Holness, right? But whatever. Maybe the leak never did happen, you know. And it seems as if the PMP, Dayton and the one named Julian, when they came out and said, but election have to go call because people have to go resign or go to jail or get charged or whatever the situation with them does say. Because them never get the part of the report where the prosecution schooled the man from the integrity. The man we about to charge Andrew Holness for $384,000. One charge the Prime Minister for $384,000 in a 4 account where the Prime Minister, according to report, is not the primary holder for the account. And him round there force a pressure them to charge the Prime Minister according to way out there. So, let me tell you these people. Mark Golding and the PMP cannot go to the conference, go talk about statutory declaration or talk about illicit 6 or illicit 8. Can't talk about the economy because see man confirms that Nigel Clark was the center of the economy in Jamaica. And he might leave now and say we don't know how the country can manage without him. So what are we going to talk about? What are we going to talk about? What are we going to talk about? Nothing. You see what I run for fallacies and folly and misinformation and disinformation and lies. It better when you go to talk about Mark Golding citizenship situation. Maybe we can go there and say, I, Mark Golding, I renounce my British citizenship. Me not show no the proof. But you have to just believe me when me telling you, me and Julian, we renounce it. Them now go tell us that them can reapply if them lose the election, you know. Yeah, they can get it back right away. They have one opportunity to get back their citizenship, according to the immigration laws in England. So them renouncing it don't mean nothing, people. They can't just get it back like this. But you better want to go campaign for that. You see? Yeah, man. Well, look out. Sunday, we can't wait.
The question I'm going to ask people, and this is a valid question that Jamaican citizens ought to be asking of your Prime Minister. I'm going to simplify it for you. Bro God, but that's why you come tell Jamaica or you get rich, so. And that's that the people want to know. And that the Integrity Commission want to find out, you know. And that most well-thinking, honest, unaligned Jamaicans want to know how the Prime Minister gets so rich while he's in office. Name the pan business all over here, so hundreds of thousands of US dollars. Name the pan account over there, so hundreds and thousands of US dollars. Name the pan offshore business accounts, hundreds of thousands of US dollars. The people them just want to know how the Prime Minister gets so rich, so I'm not bad mind. Remember, so we live in a culture where people eat food, you know. Jamaica people are bad mind like that, you know. People eat food. Me, the African will tell you, say, me believe people eat food. Me see some man make some money in this, and in the world generally, and in this right also. When me have to look on them and say, yo, me rate them man them. Because them do what them do to make them money, you know. And some of the things where them do, me can't do. I would not do. I don't have the heart and courage to do. But them do it and make them money. So you see, me personally, as a capitalist, me respect people who make money. But there's a difference when you're Prime Minister, your chief servant, the chief proprietor of taxpayers' money. There's a difference when you're the head of the stream and you get rich. So. The people them just want to know how the Prime Minister get rich. So. And me just want to say, the Prime Minister say work hard. The Prime Minister, him say my poor people picnic. Board House, Cumberland Road, Spanish Town, him say. We respect and we rate the journey. So it's an inspirational journey in the Prime Minister. So even me personally that want the Prime Minister to just clear up that something. Come tell the people them how you make them money, man. Come tell the people them. Make it an inspirational story.
Welcome back. So we'll take a look at the integrity report that has been submitted to Parliament of Jamaica. Now that shows the findings of the Prime Minister. Now there are some things that were established in the integrity report. So 4 bank accounts were linked to the Prime Minister, Andrew Holness, and also 3 companies were also linked to the Prime Minister of Jamaica. And these companies includes Estate Bridge Development Company, Imperial Investment Holdings Limited, and last but not least, Positive Media Solutions Limited. Now, when these companies were identified to be linked to the Prime Minister, the Integrity Commission decided to engage the services of a foreign forensic independent examiner to look into the deposits and withdrawals of these companies and see how funds flow within these 3 companies. Now, it was found out that deposits in these 3 companies combined amounted to around $470 million, whereas withdrawals also amounted to about a little over $400 million. Now, with these withdrawals within these companies, it was not clear as to why these withdrawals took place. If they look at statements made by the Prime Minister and that of the company's withdrawals, they do not link together. Also found in these companies' reports were the tax returns which were not filed. Now, the income and the expenditure of the company for some consecutive years were not reported, most especially that of Imperium Investment Holdings Limited. Its income and expenditure for some consecutive years were not declared to the public, and hence taxes cannot be generated from this company. So that is some bit of tax irregularities here and there. So the Prime Minister was given the opportunity to speak on this in the Parliament House when these revelations were read in Parliament. Now, he says that he discharged his duties with dignity and integrity. And also he says that he has earned all this money by dint of his hard work. He has toiled in order to make all these monies. Now, he further stated that the time and resources of the country that has been invested in probing this and making all these resources go to waste is something that needs to be looked at. In his opinion, he says that all these investigations and the money and resources of the nation that has been sunk into these investigations, which he believes will not yield any fruit for the country, is a bit of a waste. And he says that the Integrity Commission, its laws and policies that establishes it, needs to be taken seriously or looked into, so that people or political parties do not politicize the Integrity Commission against the government. So these are some of the statements that he made when he was given the opportunity. What do you think about all these findings of the Integrity Commission and everything about the financial status of the Prime Minister? Currently, the Integrity Commission's report does not bring finality to the financial declarations and status of the Prime Minister. It has further stated or recommended that the Financial Integrity Division should look into the financial status of the Prime Minister. What do you think about all this? Do you believe that what the Prime Minister is saying is true, in the sense that money or the national resources are being wasted on probing this? Or what do you think about all these in the comment section below? Share your thoughts and opinions, and let's have a fruitful discussion in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to share this video to your friends, your family, your WhatsApp statuses, and other social media platforms that you have. Also, subscribe to this channel. Just click the subscribe button down here. Click on the subscribe button. Click as well on the notification bell. And I'd like to see you again in my next video.